Welcome to Pax Europiana here from Innsbruck. I'm here with my NATO flag to campaign for Tirol to be united in NATO and Austria to join NATO. Clearly, on the other side of these beautiful mountains, please see these beautiful mountains. It's the Nordkette. There's Germany, which is a NATO ally. On the other side of these mountains here, when you turn around, you see this is basically where the Andreas Hofer monument is. There is clearly then Italy, a NATO ally. So obviously Tirol is surrounded by NATO, and there is no reason why this beautiful federal state of Austria should be held back by Vienna authorities in neutrality. It's immoral, it's anti-European, it's anti-Ukrainian, it is no justification, it is a threat to the security of Europe, it's a bad example for the Serbs, for example, and others who want also to stay neutral because they love Russia. There is no reason for the Tirolians to support such a policy, and I call for Tirol to join NATO and to lead this campaign here. I'm in front of the headquarters of the regional government, and I say very clearly it's time for Tirol, now with a new government here, that they adopt a pro-NATO direction, and then we have here a very clear direction in favor of NATO and also to support the Austrian People's Petition. When you look in the tragic history of Tirol, from the division in 1918, from before the war with Italy, and so many Tirolians died on the Isonzo fronts, and then also the tragic history of South Tyrol, what happened in terms of injustice. I think it is absolutely time for all this tragedy to end, and we have achieved a lot with the EU, of course, and since '95. But now it's time to complete the Western integration, and Tirol should be on the forefront of this movement. And I call on the Tirol authorities here at the monument to those who died for the freedom of Austria. Freedom has always been defended by America. It was the Americans who are defeating the Nazis, and they also in Vienna, some believe it was the Soviets, but it was American material and financial technology massively via Land-Lease making that possible. Otherwise the Soviet would have been defeated. And also I remind everybody in Tirol, it was the Southern Front, the Italians, so the defeated Italians. It was the Americans who liberated the Tirol in 1945 on the 3rd of May, and we all know that. And it is clearly this also, I can remind everybody, I'm a very long-term activist of Forum Alpbach since 2000. It was also Tyrolean people who were supporting the American liberation, and now you stay neutral because of Vienna, Russia, because some people make gas deals with Russia in OMV. Logically, the economic integration direction between Italy and Bavaria should be obviously clearly here very advantageous for Tirol, and I cannot understand why you stay with neutral Vienna and this left-wing policy of such a, for me, unexcusable, immoral and anti-European direction. So, Tirol, think about it. I call on the Tirol authorities to join NATO. I say in the morning, Mandas ist Zeit. People of Tirol, it's time for NATO. Thanks a lot, and more to come during this beautiful day in Innsbruck. Join NATO. Thanks.